In today's video, we're answering a very common question. Can I get a DUI when I'm riding a bicycle? The answer is no, you cannot, because a bicycle is not a motorized vehicle. Under Arizona law, the Arizona revised statutes, a DUI requires you to be driving a motorized vehicle, so a motorcycle or a car. And the vehicle has to have an engine that's big enough in order for it to be considered motorized. It doesn't include very small motors. Now, there are certain scenarios where you can be riding a bike that has a motor on it that you can engage or disengage. If you're riding a bike like that that does have a motor on it, you can be charged with a DUI under that scenario. So if you're just driving a regular, ordinary, human-powered, chain-link bicycle that is going to not have any motor or have any gears that are motorized on it, you're not going to be able to get a DUI for that. You can be charged with other things if you're swerving into traffic or swerving out of traffic. You can be causing disorderly conduct or be causing a public nuisance or endangerment. There's a number of other different crimes that you can be charged with for recklessly driving a bicycle, but there are not DUI charges under Arizona law for a human-powered bike. People think that you can. It's kind of one of those misconceptions that people like to popularize, but under Arizona law, doesn't count. Now, while we're on this topic, it's important to talk about the fact that different cities, so under their city codes, when I'm talking about Arizona law, I'm talking about laws that are passed by our state government that impact everybody across Arizona. There are different offenses that different cities will criminalize. And one of those involves much smaller scooters and portable transport devices that have smaller motors. So for example, the city of Scottsdale has recently passed an ordinance that says that you can be charged with a DUI if you're under the influence and you're riding on one of those scooters, one of those Lime scooters or Bird scooters. If you're zipping around, you can be charged with a DUI and have up to 5 days in jail as a minimum for that offense. Same for reckless scootering. So different cities are responding to the different technologies that are sort of permeating our different areas in Arizona. The Scottsdale, Westgate, Mill Avenue, Tempe, City of Phoenix. The cities are responding and passing ordinances that criminalize that type of behavior. Even though those motors, many of them are smaller than the Arizona threshold, the cities are raising up the standards. They're saying, yes, we understand that under Arizona law, this is legal, but under Scottsdale law, it's illegal. We're still going to charge it as a crime. We're going to mirror a lot of the same requirements under the Arizona revised statutes. So just be extra cautious about that. Scottsdale passed these ordinances. We have not seen a lot of Scottsdale-related DUIs. We have seen reckless scootering, but it's almost certainly going to be enforced. There's some things happening in Scottsdale right now with some prosecutors changing. A new prosecutor just came on board. So we'll see if these types of offenses are being more and more criminalized, but it is on the books. So if you're out there in Old Town Scottsdale, and if any of these other cities sort of pass laws to catch up, and you are driving a scooter under the influence, you can be stopped and charged with a criminal Class 1 misdemeanor DUI and go to jail for it. So just be extra careful when you're out there. Anytime that you're on a scooter, a motorized bike, or anything like that, you can get into some trouble. Things can be dangerous. You can hurt yourself, injure somebody else, cause damage. So just be extra cautious about it. But yeah, look, if you're just concerned about riding a bicycle and you're worried about getting a DUI as you're going from a bar and riding your bicycle safely home, the answer is no. They can't charge you with a DUI for that. They may be able to charge you with another crime if you cause some damage, if you run into somebody or you hit something. But aside from that, you should be safe and sound to just ride your bike from one location to another, even if you've had a couple. So just keep that in mind. You're safe and sound on a bicycle, but there are other areas where you can get a DUI where you might not expect. Now, if you're facing a DUI for one of those different charges, one of those different scenarios, or you know somebody or love somebody who's going through the criminal court process, have them give our office a call. We offer free case evaluations. A lot of the times these cases just have something minor that is causing it to be considered a DUI, and we may be able to negotiate it down or resolve the case without that person having a conviction that follows them around forever. So it's a free case evaluation, literally nothing to lose. We hope you give us a call and look forward to speaking with you soon, and thanks for watching.